Hello, my friendos. Pro streamer tonight. My reading pane doesn't even work anyway, that one over there, so let me fix that. Okay. Let me check a different screen here. Okay. I see what's going on. I can fix it. I think. Pupper, no pupper cam. Sorry. We need this. Hey! Hey, look at there. And we need to rename it. And call it Caliber Screen. And I fixed that shout out, Nate. And I fixed the automatic shout out for language while we were waiting. Let's switch over to our regular streaming lo-fi. Okay, good. And apparently the dog wants to play right now. So, you know, that's what I'm doing. Just a little bit of whatever the hell this is about. I don't want to go huge. I want to fix this, though. I was doing some work on it last night and must not have completely set it all back up. But that's okay. I'm learning. And what the hell is this one going to be? This one. Ooh, that's really wide. Oh, that's why. I see why. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. There we go. Oh, there's cute pupper. Right there. Oh, V, I didn't show you her D20. Hold on. Where's your D20? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I know, right? She's like, what are you doing taking this from me? So here is the D20. It's been played with. It's the size of a tennis ball. And the best part is when she drops it on the ground after chewing it, and it rolls its own dice. So then we have to go see what she rolled. So that's pretty fun. How are our levels? Are the levels okay tonight? Do we have good? Yeah, all the tooth marks. All the tooth marks. Does the music get a good level? Let me check. Wavelength. Oh no, it's over there. Duh. Never mind. Yeah, so I think we're good to go. All right, so here is the plan tonight, is to not do that again. Where'd it go? Come on now. There we go. Hey, Big Jim. Don't worry, Big Jim. I know you're worried about these sorts of things. I can go back to that. Okay. Everybody in while they were missing, while you were not here, decided to say start now, please, 1,000 times. So we're good. We're good with that. Yeah, I know. You're a worried soul. Played with some levels too last night. Finally figured out my top overlay, which seems to still be a little bit funny. Chat window, top overlay. Recent followers here. That looks to be a little bit big. So we're going to shrink that just a little. And hopefully soon, once I start, yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Trader Legion's up there. And then the top area here, up top, from left to right, we'll do donos when I can start accepting donos, or tips. That will be tips. then followers. No. Subs, then followers, then biddies, and then below me, oh yeah, you can do just the tip. Yeah, below me is highest tipper, and then something, I think like longest sub. So, and I would like to offer a cheers to everybody tonight. I'm drinking out of my D&D mug. We are having some Edelflower cider. So cheers. And if anybody wants a new child, this one's slightly used. Elderflower, probably. This one's slightly used. But I would love to give you away my oldest, who is very behind and has 1 day left to turn his assignments in. You'll take the pupper? Okay. Autumn, you want to go with Miss V? You want to go with V? Yeah? Yeah, you want to? Yeah? Okay. You can go. Go ahead. I'll give her directions. Okay. Yep, so Autumn's ready. She's got her D20, her dog 20. She is comfy. She's in the comfiest seat in the house, which is right behind me. The new chaise, which it's basically hers and Salty's spot. I don't think anybody's ever even really sat in it except for Salty. I know, that's your seat, Salty. I know. So Salty helped me put it together. So Salty deserves to be able to sit there. Hey, look, language pops up. That might be too often, but it's working. And so I'm glad that pops up. I kind of have to do that for my job. I'll tell you guys someday about all that. But yeah, one of our first dates, I was like, I'm getting a couch. Want to help? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, IKEA's claimed marriages. We'll see how this goes. Salty, I got to show you. V sent me a crocheted dragon. So I have a new dragon. I'm not sure if Salty likes to assemble IKEA, but they have assemble. Oh, it's Rosny. Sorry. Hey, Ezekiel Lord, what's going on? It's knitted and it's Rosdy. Sorry, it's knitted, not crocheted. It is knitted and it's a kobold. Knitted kobold. Lieutenant J. David, thanks for following. And it's popping up there. I seem to remember the Lieutenant J. David from somewhere. A different stream, maybe. Maybe I'm drunk. Not yet, though. I've only had like a cider and a half. So I did want Rosdy. It's pretty awesome. So the plan for tonight, this is a pop-up stream. We're going to be streaming Tuesday, though, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to come back then with Washington Irving. We're doing Headless Horseman. So Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And then afterward, we're going to be building at least the rider in Legend of Sleepy Hollow as a D&D character, as a monster. Tonight, we've got a very short story because it's a Sunday night and people have to work tomorrow. And I understand your time is important. Please stay online. And so we're just going to read a very short story by Edgar Allan Poe. I was just in Virginia. Well, I am in Virginia right now, but I was just in Richmond and they had 2 discussions at the panel about Poe. They've got like a Poe Historical Society that's out of Richmond. And they do all sorts of weird stuff. They had coffins there and all sorts of things. So tonight we'll be reading... and I figured out my commands command. I've got a bunch of commands. Get the band dio command, but it was just this regular band. Oh, you know what I need to do? Post haste. Hold on, let me take a break here to get this done. Yeah, so that's the commands command. And I was thinking about this while I was upstairs to do a Pyro Club one. Cheesy Pete's. So let me get that address. And then do a Pyro Club command. Cut. Oh. That was too loud. Sorry. Rip headphones. Ooh, sorry. The ads got you. Sorry. Commands. Add command. Big Jim Slade sucks. No. That's a different command. Pyro. And we'll do please follow our partner channel. I don't know what that means, but that's what we're saying. Where you can find amazing gaming and other amazingness. And people say I have a limited vocabulary. Losers. Confirm. Let's see if that works. Sure it will. What could go wrong? Hey, it works. So that can be done at any time now as well. All right, let's get ourselves started. Thank you all for being here tonight. I know it's a pop-up stream. Did I spell amazingness? I did spell it. Some of it itches. Some of it itches. Thank God it's an 18 plus stream. Amazingness. Confirm. What could go wrong now? Let's try it again. Hopefully the cooldown won't get us. Hey, pro streamer, what's up, dudes? Yeah, I think we're good to go here. This is the Oval Portrait, a very short story. Is the music too loud? Oh, you know what? I need to switch over to the suspense playlist. That's so suspenseful. I'm going to shit myself. I'm going to shit myself right now. I'm shitting myself. Whew. It's not pretty. Pants are being shat as we speak. Turning down my ringer in case that goes off. Oy. Okay. This is a very short story by Edgar Allan Poe. And we're going to build, as a magic item-ish type of thing, the Oval Portrait when we get done. So hang around for that. We'll switch to a D&D stream. I got to learn how to change the title of my stream. I have no freaking idea how to do that. So you guys will have to teach me how to do that. I'm sure it'll be fine. Again, is the music all right? Is the music at good levels or is it too loud? Should I turn it down? Should I turn it up? The Oval Portrait by Edgar Allan Poe. Level's good. All right. The chateau into which my valet had ventured to... Uh-oh, hold on. Dice got rolled. We gotta see what the roll is. Hold on. What'd you roll? $18. 18 was rolled on the dog 20. I guess we passed our checks. We can start the stream. The chateau into which my valet had ventured to make a forcible entrance rather than permit me, into my desperately wounded condition, to pass a night in the open air, was one of those piles of commingled gloom and grandeur which have so long frowned among the Apennines? How would you guys pronounce that? Apennines? 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 What do you guys think? Apennines? It's probably Apennines. Let's start again. Apennines? Apennines? Apennines. Are you sure? Apennine. 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 Apennines. Okay, let's start again. Apennines. Apennines. This is just turning absurd. The chateau into which my valet had ventured to make forcible entrance rather than permit me in my desperately wounded condition to pass a night in the open air was one of those piles of commingled gloom and grandeur which have so long frowned amongst the Apennines. Not less, in fact, than in the fancy of Miss Radcliffe. Hey, Kathy Wapple. To all appearance, it had been temporarily and very lately abandoned. We established ourselves in one of the smallest and least sumptuous furnished apartments. Apennines. Apennines? Did I get it right, Kathy? Apennines. I'm not going forward until Kathy says I'm either right. That's close. Okay. We take language very seriously. That's not too fast of a thing. Apennines. Not less, in fact, than in the fancy of Miss Radcliffe. We established ourselves in one of the smallest and least sumptuously furnished apartments. It lay in a remote turret of the building. Its decorations were rich, yet tattered and antique. Its walls were hung with tapestry and bedecked with manifold and multiform armorial trophies, together with an unusually great number of very spirited modern paintings in frames of gold-rich arabesque. Hung? Did I say hung? I did say hung, Kathy. Yeah. I can read arabesque, but apparently I can't read Apennines. Yeah. Oh, speaking of ankles. Tuesday's stream will feature Kathy Wapple. I'm going to put her in the story. I'm going to feature her in the story. It's going to be amazing. You guys wait. Kathy Wapple will be there. In these paintings, which depended on the walls not only from their main surfaces, but in their very many nooks which the bizarre architecture of the chateau rendered necessary in these paintings, my incipient delirium, perhaps, had caused me to take deep interest. So that I bade Pedro to close the heavy shutters of the room, since it was already night, to light the tongues of a tall candelabrum which stood by the head of my bed, and to throw open far and wide the fringed curtains of the black velvet which enveloped the bed itself. I wished all this done that I might resign myself, if not to sleep, at least alternately to the contemplation of these pictures, and the perusal of a small volume which had been found upon the pillow, and which purported to criticize and describe them. I don't think it's Pedro Pascal. I think it's Pedro the butler. Pedro the... Where's the dog going? Pedro the valet? Yeah, Pedro the valet. Could be, I suppose, V. In your mind it is. Long, long I read, and devotedly I gazed. Rapidly and glorious the hours flew by, and the deep midnight came. The position of the candelabrum displeased me, and outreaching my hand with difficulty rather than disturb my slumbering valet, I placed it as to throw its rays more fully upon the book. But the actions produced an effect altogether unanticipated. The rays of the numerous candles, for there were many, now fell within a niche of the room which had hitherto been thrown into a deep shade by one of the bedposts. I saw thus, in vivid light, a picture all unnoticed before. It was the portrait of a young girl just ripening into womanhood. I glanced at the painting hurriedly and then closed my eyes. Why I did this was not apparent even to my own perception, but while my lids remained thus shut, I ran over in my mind my reason for shutting them. It was an impulsive movement to gain time for thought, to make sure that my vision had not deceived me, to calm and subdue my fancy for a more sober and more certain gaze. In the very moments I looked again, in the few moments I again looked fixedly at the painting. That I now saw it aright, I could not and would not doubt, for the first flashing of the candles upon that canvas had seemed to dissipate the dreamy stupor which was stealing over my senses, and to startle me at once into a waking life. The portrait, I've already said, was that of a young girl. It was a mere head and shoulders. That's right, Kathy, I said head and shoulders. I bet you they were bare shoulders, too. Filthy, filthy. It was a mere head and shoulders, done in what is technically termed a vignette manner, much in the style of the favorite heads of Sully. The arms, the bosom, and even the ends of the radiant hair melted imperceptibly into the vague yet deep shadow which had formed the background of the whole. The frame was oval, richly gilded and filigreed in Moresque. As a thing of art, nothing could be more admirable than the painting itself. But it could have been neither the execution of the work nor the immortal beauty of the countenance which had so suddenly and so vehemently moved me. Least of all, could it have been that my fancy, shaken from its half-slumber, had mistaken the head for that of a living person? I saw at once the peculiarities of the design, of the vignetting, and of the frame must have instantly dispelled such an idea, must have prevented even its momentary entertainment. Thinking earnestly upon these points, I remained for an hour perhaps, half sitting, half reclining, with my vision riveted upon the portrait. At length, satisfied with the true secret of its effect, I fell back within the bed. I had found the spell of the picture in an absolute lifelikeliness of expression, which at first startling, finally confounded, subdued, and appalled me. With a deep and reverent awe, I placed the candelabrum in its former position. The cause of my deep agitation being thus shut from view, I sought eagerly the volume which discussed the paintings and their histories. Turning to the number which designated the oval portrait, I read there the vague and quaint words which follow. Hey, Rathan. Cheers. She was a maiden of rarest beauty, and not more lovely than full of glee. And evil was the hour when she saw and loved and wedded the painter. He passionate, studious, austere, and having already a bride in his art, she a maiden of rarest beauty, and not more lovely than full of glee, all lights and smiles and frolicsome as the young fawn, loving and cherishing all things, hating only the art that was her rival, dreading only the palette and brushes and other untoward instruments which deprived her of the countenance of her lover. It was thus a terrible thing for the lady to hear the painter speak of his desire to portray even his young bride, but she was humble and obedient and sat meekly for many weeks in the dark. Thank you for joining us, Werewolf. I'll see you on Thursday, maybe, I'm not sure. But she was humble and obedient and sat meekly for many weeks in the dark, high turret chamber, where the light dripped upon the pale canvas only from overhead. But he, the painter, took his glory in his work, which went from hour to hour and from day to day, and he was a passionate and wild and moody man who became lost in reveries, so that he could not see that the light which fell so ghastly in the lone turret withered the health and the spirits of his bride, who pined visibly to all but him. Yet she smiled on and still on, uncomplainingly, because she saw that the painter, who had high renown, took a fervid and burning pleasure in his task, and wrought day and night to depict her whom so he loved him, yet who grew daily more dispirited and weak. And in sooth, some who behold the portrait spoke of its resemblance in low words, as a mighty marvel, and a proof not less of the power of the painter than of his deep love for her whom he depicted so surpassingly well. But at length, as the labor drew nearer to its conclusion, they were admitted none into the turret, for the painter had grown wild with the ardor of his work, and turned his eyes from canvas merely, even to regard the countenance of his wife. And he could not see the tints which he spread upon the canvas were drawn from the cheeks of her who sate beside him. And when many weeks had passed, but little remained to do, save one brush upon the mouth and one tint upon the eye, the spirit of the lady again flickered up as the flame within the socket of the lamp. And then the brush was given, and then the tint was placed. And for one moment, the painter stood entranced before the work which he had wrought. But in the next, while he gazed, he grew tumultuous and very pallid, and aghast, and crying with a loud voice, "This is indeed life itself!" turned suddenly to regard his beloved. She was dead. That's it. That's the whole short story of the oval portrait. She was dead. D-E-D dead. Real dead. Not fake dead. So, I don't know if he murdered her. Dio is drinking elderflower cider tonight. Let's change while we're thinking about it. It is not Strongbow. It is not Angry Orchard either. I can't remember what it's called. I get it at Aldi. This is actually pretty good. It's pretty sweet. I didn't think you'd want more than one. Timers. Interval 10. I think I need to make that interval 20. Okay. Kathy Wapple. Oh, poop. All right, hold on. I got to fix the Chrome scene. So I need to make some changes here. Give me a second here. We're doing this on the fly, kids. Reading window. Add source. Changes. Display capture. I don't think I want display capture, do I? No. No. Cancel. Okay, hold on. I gotta delete that. Just give me a second, guys. I'll figure this out. Reading window. Oh, stop, Gren. 10 years later. Window capture. Not display capture. Window capture. I don't know what's going on. I'm struggling here, guys. Maybe I don't want window capture. Cancel. Okay. I want to pull in a source. Not primary monitor or secondary monitor. Screen capture? Aha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Kathy loves thighs. And there we have it. Okay, this has got to come down here. This has got to be bigger. Give me a second, guys. I'm almost there. Pro streaming it. It's hard, guys. This is hard. I think that looks right. Okay. I think we have it. Correct. All right. All right, all right, all right. Was my reading scene right? Yes, it is. Okay. So we are going to make... I have to make my child third dinner and then do bedtime. All right, Salty. I'll talk to you soon. I love you very, very much. Bye-bye. Yeah, her son eats a ton. He's got medication that makes him not very hungry. Hey, Bittersweets. That makes him not very hungry during the day. And so then at night, it's like... And the dude is like a little rail, and he eats so much. But he all eats the same stuff. Okay. The oval portrait is what we're making tonight. Here we go. Hey, Ezekiel Lord. How did you guys find me? Where are you guys coming in from? Just jumping in? If it's great, thank you so much for stopping by and talking to me. It's great to have you. Let's spell portrait right. Okay, so here's a question, guys. How do I change my stream, like what the category? I think I change it. Edit stream info. Haha. Maybe. No. That was it. How do I change? Oh, there's the category. Found it. Thank you. Arathu. I was thinking out the trap. Well, it's kind of the same thing. Dungeons and Dragons. Because now we're doing Dungeons and Dragons stuff. And now we're back. Okay. I'm figuring out how to stream, guys. I'm streaming, kinda. Okay. Okay, the oval portrait, which is just what I just read by Edgar Allan Poe. I am a pro streamer. By Edgar Allan Poe. We want to create a magical item that represents the oval mirror, the oval portrait. We'll figure out later if it's rare or not. We'll figure all that out. What we can do is go back, go back to this and get the description for it. I don't know if you can even clip things yet, Asmo. Lame, because I need to get my affiliate status. But I am on my way. This is my 3rd stream, maybe even 4th stream. It's going for a while. Oh, I can clip things. Ooh. Oh, but yes, you can. Probably should turn that off. Although I did clip something of Little Bones earlier today, which is pretty great. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Looking for the description of this. Take that, Asmo. You need a permit. Hold on. Permit. Yeah, I might have to change that too. You know, I say you need a permit, but I don't even know how to permit people. Permit at Asmo? Maybe? Okay, try that. I honestly didn't know what to make my settings. Not pretty. Great. Well, that's great. Oh, thanks, Arathu. I'm good with that. Okay. Blotted gaze, did some things. Young girl. Looking for the description of the painting, of the frame of the painting. But I'm guessing it's this type he described up above. Rich golden arabesque. What is arabesque? What is arabesque? Richly filigreed? Is that what arabesque means? Hello, Google image search. Hello, Kathy Wapple. An ornament or style that employs flower, foliage, or fruit, and sometimes animal and figural outlines to produce an intricate pattern of interlaced lines. You're still laughing from the Asmo timeout? The richly filigreed came from the story itself. Oh, okay. All right. So the painting we need to describe first. Let's go back to reading scene. All right. Looking for the description here. Okay. The portrait is of a young girl ripening into womanhood. Okay, cool. So let me go back to Chrome screen. Okay. Yeah, if you say hello, Streamlabs responds. I think it does it with hi as well. You can try it. I'm trying to make it engaging. So merely not with a comma. Just needs to be hello alone. Yay. I can add a comma later if I'd like to. All right, this painting is a vignette. Vignette of a young woman just ripening into womanhood. Oh, slower. Let's get rid of the rest of this because it's confusing me. All right. Okay, I think we want to say beautiful young woman. All right. The frame of the painting is large, golden. What do they call it when they put gold on something? Gold. I just lost the word for a minute here. Gilding. Thank you. Plating? I don't. Yeah. That actually is literally what I was looking for. But what I was trying to say, and not so smartly said, was, or looking for there was gilded. Okay. Help me with this, if you will. This painting is a vignette of a beautiful woman just ripening into womanhood. I don't like that. Lady? We got woman twice here. Let me turn up my music. I gotta change my music anyway. This song is called The Elder Brain. Yeah. Why are you not working? Okay. Hello? Spotify? Hello? Spotify? Well, Spotify is not responding. Oh, all the fun things happen. Give me just a second, guys. See if I can get Spotify to stop. No, I can't. All right, well, we are stuck with that Spotify for now. Yeah, frickin'. Okay. That's all we get. All right, let me turn that down then. The oval portrait. This painting is a vignette of a beautiful young lady just ripening into womanhood. The frame is of the painting. The frame. You can hear it very quietly. We can turn it up just a little bit. It's kind of suspenseful music. It wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's a painting of Kathy Wapple. The frame is covered in filigree and gilded in gold. All right, what else do we want to say about this? Reading screen. Okay. Okay. It was, okay, mere head and shoulders done in what was technically termed a vignette manner, much in the style of the favorite heads of Sully. The arms, the bosom, and even the ends of the radiant hair melted imperceptibly into the vague yet deep shadow. Okay. Let's steal just this whole damn thing. Oh, there we go. It was gilded. Okay. Hello, Belle Suze. I hope that's right. Belle Suze. Belle Suze. Welcome. Thank you. Oh, I should show Kathy Ethan Brand. He is in the share drive right now. All right, how do I copy this? There we go. Figuring something out. It's almost like you do, Gren. Chrome screen. Okay, there we go. Okay. Cut. I like the full description because we're taking it from Poe himself. What power should it have? That's what I pronounced it right the first time. Belle Suze? Thank you. Welcome. We're stuck currently with our Spotify music. Oh, actually, it may have stopped by now. Let's see if it will reopen. No, it won't. So we have no music now. Spotify has given up on life. So I apologize about that. Hey, Dices. What's going on? All right, all right, all right. Okay. This painting is a vignette of a beautiful young lady just ripening into womanhood. The arms, the bosom, and even the ends of the radiant hair melted imperceptibly into the vague yet deep shadow which formed the background of the whole. Okay, so we can't just take that, but we got this here. Okay. The woman is pale. Yeah, I'm really struggling here, so I'm going to use some help if you guys want to help me here. Pale and beautiful with... Okay, melting. I can make this a little bit bigger, by the way. Maybe not. Watching you struggle is fun. Yeah, thanks. Two. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Kathy. Which formed the background of the whole. Okay. Shadow of the background. The frame is covered. We're going to go grab something from there. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Paste. The frame was oval, richly gilded, and filigreed in moresque. There we go. Yeah, I took care of it. Okay. There's our description. I think we've got it down. All right. I think we have to do that to get a space. Yeah, we do. Okay. So, yeah, I agree. So what... Okay, cool. All right. So I'll just say richly gilded and filigreed. Cool. Let me fix that. And do that. So some many years ago, the artist, the husband of the subject of the portrait Yeah. Yeah, I could hear that, Asmo. So many years ago, the husband of the subject of the portrait. What I'm trying to just do is describe what he did when he painted the painting to make it suck the soul out and have her soul be in here. Okay? So many years ago, the artist. Thanks. Inadvertently painted his wife's soul, and she did. That's when he realized his true power. Obsessed over this painting for some months. All right, here's what I've got so far. What are the specs of your PC? It is. I have a Lenovo laptop right now that I'm running it off of right now. So not too super special, but it's running a Intel i7. It's pretty powerful. It's only about a year old. It does pretty well. But anyway, so many years ago, the artist, a man of some renown, obsessed over this painting for some months. With each passing day, the artist poured his life energy into the painting and drew the life energy out of his subject, his wife. Loving wife. When the painting was complete, his hot wife, right? When the painting was complete, his wife lay dead. Her soul absorbed into the painting. Hot wife with good shoulders. We don't know about her ankles. Okay, that now describes it. Now that we have that, what should we do with this woman in the painting? What should her ability be? Can she swap places with somebody who stares at it? Is it that she's simply an intelligent, like an intelligent sword? She's just there, and whatever knowledge she has, she carries along with her. She definitely hypnotized the viewer this time. So I like that. So let's just jot that down. Yep, he fell into a stupor. I like that, Gren. I like that a lot. What else, you guys? What else can we do with this? Hypnotize the viewer. What happens? Do you stare at it and then just you fail a saving throw and you're left there staring at it until you can pass the saving throw? Are you fully wisdom saving gazing at the portrait? Okay. Okay. What else? Oh, like hypnotic pattern. I like that. Let's look up hypnotic pattern real quick. Deal psychic damage or unable to move to the next turn? Or it'll move next turn. Maybe both. Just deal psychic damage. Oh, for every round that you're stuck? I kind of like that. 30-foot cube. This will just be for the person there. Wisdom saving throw. I mean, I don't care, Asmo. I'm good. I don't care how dark we go. It's Poe. We should go dark. It's Poe. Okay. So I just took hypnotic pattern out of it. Oh, God. Love it. Love it. Each creature in the area, no. Each creature who gazes upon the painting must make a wisdom saving throw. How high should we make the DC? I suppose it depends on how rare it is, but now that we've got that, we should make it fairly high. 16. Okay. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed. I don't think we want charmed, do we? We want not charmed. We want incapacitated. For a minute? How long should we make them incapacitated? It's not like it's in combat, so this is not a we should make this legendary. Now that I'm thinking about it. No attunement. It's hanging on a wall. Creatures that fall to whatever damage ability have their soul trapped as per soul trap. Okay. We're looking that up. Diddly-dee. Was it called Trap the Soul? Or Soul Trap? 3.5, it was called Trap the Soul. I like that. Forces a creature's life force and material body into a gem. The gem holds the trap entity indefinitely or until the gem is broken and the life force is released. Okay. So that's Trap the Soul. Soul Trap. When a creature with a soul dies within range, you stretch out a hand to guide it to a sealable container, make a charisma saving throw. I don't know if that's even a thing. Are we taking Trap the Soul? I kind of like it. Should it take the body of the person into the painting as well? Or just the soul of the person? I think we want just the soul. The body would wither and stay there. It would stand there until it died. Okay, so on a failed save, the creature becomes incapacitated for how long? How many times how many times do they fail? I don't want this just once and they die. Make it do it like petrify, maybe? Like death saves? Yeah, right, Belsus? It's like freaking... Oh, death saves. Oh, I kind of like that idea. I really like that idea. I was thinking of old 2E mechanics. That's kind of nuts. This thing is nutso then if we do it that way. All right, screw it. Let's do it. How many death saves do you have to do? So yeah, and starts taking death saves. If it's failed, they start taking death saves. Okay. 3 chances to save and you're toast. Maybe, yeah, and someone could potentially intervene. I agree. That killed you with 1 save. Of course it did in 2E. On a failed save, the creature becomes incapacitated for the duration. So, becomes incapacitated. And begins making death saving throws. So what happens? Okay. What happens if they pass the death saving throw? That's fine. I think they pass the death saving throw. Okay. If the affected, this is nuts, party passes the death saving throw, right? There's a statue. Okay, so we're not outside of the plane of things here. It yeah, agreed. It's a range. I want just one person, whoever looks at it. Whoever looks at it. Could be multiple people, could be whatever. So here's what I've got so far. Each creature who gazes upon the painting, must make a wisdom saving throw DC 16. On a failed save, the creature becomes incapacitated and begins making death saving throws. And must make a death saving throw. If the affected party passes the death saving throw, it is still incapacitated and must make another wisdom saving throw to break. I'm not wording this right. I'm not wording this well, I should say. Each creature who gazes upon the painting must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16. Fine. On a failed save, the creature becomes incapacitated and must make a death saving throw. If the affected party passes the death saving throw, it is still incapacitated and must make another wisdom saving throw to free itself from the effects of the portrait. If the death saving throw is failed, it takes the effect, this is a death spiral, of a failed death saving throw and must make another wisdom save to free itself it has a speed of 0. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Incapacitated. Speed 0. Okay. This continues until the saving throw is passed, until or the affected creature dies. Is there anything that can get them out of this besides passing saving throws? So it's not just random, RN Jesus. Should we do or takes damage? Because that's what we have in... Right. Asikia, that's what I was wondering just now. Disturbed by a fellow party member, had their vision blocked off to the painting, or took damage. But I think I want it to take damage. Now, Asikia, you mentioned before that this would take damage. I think that we've built this into the saving throw mechanism. Because they don't take damage, but they take status effects as they start failing things. Until the creature dies or takes damage. This painting is a vignette of a beautiful young lady just ripening into womanhood. The woman is pale and beautiful. The details of her melting... I need a comma there. The details of her melting imperceptibly into the shadow of the background. The frame is oval, is oval and richly gilded and filigreed. Frame is oval, comma, richly gilded, comma, and filigreed. Some years ago, is it okay to say some many years ago, or should I do many years ago? Some years ago? What do you guys think? I would currently have, some many years ago, the artist, a man of renown, obsessed. What happened to the vampire artist? He is the vampire artist. This is the painting that was left behind. So, in a different stream, we can do the vampire artist as a monster. This is the painting that's left behind, and because it's left behind, it has some of the effects of the painting. Like, this was the first one that unveiled his abilities to suck the souls out of people while he painted them. So many years ago, the artist, a man of some renown, obsessed over this painting for some months. I've got some many times, for many months. With each passing day, the artist poured his life energy into the painting and drew the life energy out of his subject, his loving wife. When the painting was complete, his wife lay dead. All right, what if covering the painting suppresses the effect? Yeah, I'm cool with that, Gren. And so, should we do the affected creature dies, takes damage, or line of sight is broken? What if you look at it through a mirror? I think it would still have the same effect. Or that would be up to the DM. Yeah, Belsu's is correct. I still see it. I like where Asiki is going because it's kind of drawing off of the Petrify from the Medusa, the old Medusa story. But we're staying kind of true to this one. If this were definitely Greek myth, I'd probably include it in there. Okay, so many years ago, the artist, a man of renown, obsessed over this painting for many months. I feel like if the creature dies before the effect is broken, the soul is sucked into the painting. Before the effect is broken. Oh. Okay. So I think we just need a different thing here. Once the affected party dies while gazing upon the oval portrait, Their soul is, what do we want to say there? Their soul is what? Sucked into the painting? I don't think we want to say that. Their soul is absorbed. Ha. Okay. It would be harsh, no resurrection possible, but it would allow for the involved side quest to try to release the souls trapped by their friends so they can be revived. Agreed, agreed, agreed. I like the idea. All right. Each creature who gazes upon the painting must make. Oh, no, wait. Some years ago, the artist, a man of some renown, obsessed over this painting for many months. With each passing day, the artist poured his life energy into the painting and drew the life energy, and simultaneously, I think I want that, as he. Damn it. He drew the life energy out of his subject, his loving wife. Okay, let me see if I can sneak that in somehow, Ezekiel. When the painting was complete, his wife lay dead, her soul absorbed into the painting. Each creature who gazes upon the painting must make a wisdom saving throw. DC 16. On a failed save, the creature becomes incapacitated, speed 0, and must make a death saving throw. Reverse portrait of Dorian Gray type deal, Ezekiel. I could get behind that. If the affected party passes the death saving throw, it is still incapacitated and must make another wisdom saving throw to free itself from the effects of the portrait. If the death saving throw is failed, it takes the effects of the failed death saving throw and must make another wisdom saving throw to free itself from the effects of the portrait. This continues until the saving throw is passed or the affected creature dies, takes damage, or line of sight to the painting is broken. Space. Once the affected party dies while gazing... I don't like that. How about if? If the affected party dies while gazing upon the oval portrait, I like that, their soul is absorbed into the painting. Yep. All right. How do I want to say this last sentence there? I think if the painting picked only one person in the group instead of the whole party at random. I think the painting picked only one person in the group instead of the whole party at random. The deal is whoever looks at it, I think. It'd suck if they all decided, oh, we're just going to go stare at the painting. Whoopsie. They cannot be revived or resurrected as their soul is trapped in the painting. So they'd have to be freed, right? However. So there is something cool here that I saw before. It's a note that you can add. I gotta find it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we've got it written and we've got its effects. All right. I was thinking of adding a note at the bottom. The oval portrait status of side quest. If a party member dies and their soul is absorbed into the painting. Oh, for sure, Ezekiel. For sure. Yeah, because you'd lose people. You'd lose people. You'd have less people. Now, the reality is that what a DM would do, I think, Ezekiel, is let's say you got a party of 5 and 2 people get absorbed. Then those people can't play now, and that's no fun. So they would go get help from somebody and get the help of an NPC that they could play for a while, or a second character that they could play to go save their character, and things like this. That's always up to the DM. Into the painting, they cannot be revived or resurrected as their soul is trapped in the painting. DMs should I don't know what I want to say. Okay. If a party member dies and their soul is absorbed into the painting, they cannot be revived or resurrected as their soul is trapped within the painting. DMs should feel free to offer their party a chance to their party member by freeing their soul from the painting with a side quest. Be aware. There may be many souls trapped in this painting. All right. I want to take out this, and I think we have it. What do you think? What do you think? Let me read the whole thing to you guys. See what you think. To free the souls could have them search for the wife's body. Ooh, I love that idea. I love that idea. So yeah, you need to be a DM, Ezekiel. That's all there is to it. You've had such great ideas. Go play D&D. Is there a strength check to remove the painting from someone's hands? Oh, they're not. It's not trapped in their hands. They're just looking at it. Thanks, Bittersweet. So yeah, you guys helped. You guys did the whole thing. It'd be totally perfect for a Curse of Strahd campaign. The oval portrait painting, legendary. This painting is a vignette of a beautiful young lady just ripening into womanhood. The woman is pale and beautiful, the details of her melting imperceptibly into the shadow of the background. The frame is oval, richly gilded and filigreed. Some many years ago, the artist, a man of some renown, obsessed over this painting for many months. With each passing day, the artist poured his life energy into the painting, as he drew the life energy out of his subject, his loving wife. When the painting was complete, his wife lay dead, her soul absorbed into the painting. Each creature who gazes upon the painting must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16, which is pretty high. On a failed save, the creature becomes incapacitated, speed 0, and must make a death saving throw. If the affected party passes the death saving throw, it is still incapacitated and must make another wisdom saving throw to free itself from the effects of the portrait. If the death saving throw has failed, it takes the effects of the failed death save. Hold on. Failed death save. Okay. I asked that before, Kathy. Do you want many years ago or some years ago? I think many. If the affected party, many, cool. If the affected party passes the death saving throw, it is still incapacitated, must make another wisdom saving throw to free itself from the effects of the portrait. If the death saving throw has failed, it takes the effects of the death saving throw and must make another wisdom saving throw to free itself from the effects of the portrait. This continues until the saving throw is passed, or the affected creature dies, takes damage, or line of sight to the painting is broken. The affected party dies. If the affected party dies while gazing upon the oval portrait, their soul is absorbed into the painting. Side quest opportunities. If a party member dies and their soul is absorbed into the painting, they cannot be revived or resurrected as their soul is trapped within the painting. DMs should feel free to offer their party a chance to rescue their party members by freeing their soul from the painting with a side quest. Be aware, though, in a time beyond memory. I'd be okay with that, too. Be aware, though, there are many souls. There may be many souls trapped in this painting. Okay, we're now going to put this PDF up. So, we're going to save this as the oval portrait. The oval portrait. What, Gren? What? I'm canceling now. What, Gren? What? Hold on, Kathy. I'm going to show you the thing we finished last night. Type faster, Gren. Why you take so long, Gren? Hold on. Let me see if I can show you Kathy Wapple. I might not be able to. Stop hounding Gren, Dio. Dio has been banned. It's about damn time. Your first sentence and second sentence call the lady beautiful. Remove one of them. Thank you, Gren. All right. Yes. Of a young lady. That's what I want. Okay. So I want this to be gone. Good. Thank you, Gren. Yep. Got it. Perfect. This is why we listen to Gren. Save the oval portrait. And we'll put magic item. So I've been thinking about this. Save. So one, I will upload this in the next few minutes after I get off stream because we're pretty much done here. I will upload this to the share drive that I'm using. The share drive link can be found in our Discord. Look below and join the Discord. It's under information. It's a small Discord. We're just growing it and things like this. There's a Discord link as well. You can grab any of these. I'm just going to make them all set up for everybody to grab a hold of. And then I think what I'm going to do after some time is start building a town, area, a small area that can be dropped into anybody's campaign that will have all the crap that we make, the NPCs that we make, all the stuff in it will be available in this world. And just kind of as this stream goes and we come up with more ideas, there will be a whole bunch of stuff. We'll name it. It will be 100% stream generated. And I think it should turn out pretty well. So, yeah. Let's look around then for some people, someone to raid. Let me get out of this and go in the ending screen here. Before I do, though, let's go back to the reading screen. Yeah, exactly. Use the full town. Because what I want to do is I want to generate NPCs. So Tuesday, we're going to be coming back. We're going to do a reading, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do a reading of Irving Washington's Headless Horseman. And, wow, I just dropped that name really badly. And let me go back to this a little bit better. There we go. Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Thank you. We're going to be reading Legend of Sleepy Hollow in the, I want to drop this down just a little bit. There we go. Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And I want to build at least the Headless Horseman as a monster, but I want to build Ichabod Crane as well as an NPC. It might take us 2 streams to do that. But then, we can give them different names. We can give them the same names, but we'll leave them in this town. They might see Ichabod Crane. He might be a kobold. We'll just come up with something different for each one of these. So come back on Tuesday, and we'll be back. Yeah, we definitely need Ichabod. And there is a female in there that we're going to make Kathy Wapple. We'll probably have to add her in there too. Actually, there's Brom Bones, and I want to make Brom Bones an NPC for sure. Because, yeah, he's tall and spindly. Yeah, we can make a tall or relatively tall and spindly kobold. I mean, why not? I don't know. We'll come up with it then. So come back on Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's find someone to raid now. What era is this set in? D&D is really not set in any era, Ezekiel. The original way of doing it was, I know exactly who we're going to raid. We're going to raid Sunshine. Two balls in a trench coat, yeah. D&D was originally sort of set. My story, no idea. Haven't even come up with anything yet. You are seeing the second stream on this. So follow us and come back. I've been loving your ideas. Go play some D&D. But if you can't, keep coming back and we'll keep developing these and kind of keep going. You'll be part of this world just like ours will be. But think of sort of like a more medieval, magical fantasy type of era. That's what we're going with. So I know who we're going to raid. We're going to raid Sunshine. This is Stuff by Sunshine. She is a children's comic book artist. Stuff by Sunshine. When you get in there, I want you to ask Sunshine to show you her shank, her knife. Show you her knife, and you'll know why I know Sunshine. She is amazing, though. Beautiful woman, just kind and generous, and always, she lives in Australia. Say hello. Ask her to see the shank. Give a like, give a follow. Be sure to click on a like and follow with me, and I will see you all next time. I'll see you all on Tuesday. Love, peace, and hair grease, fools. Let's raid out. All right, join the raid, join the raid, join the raid. All right, we got everybody in the raid. And I will see you all. No problem, Jim. See you all next time.